Well, look, welcome back.
Oh my gosh, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Not wanting to go back, you didn't seem happy.
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Yes. Why would you want to go to space with a stranger?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You don't
Touche.
hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that. Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now.
I suppose you
I
can.
got a captain. That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
What the fuck?
What? No, conception isn't... Has nobody ever taught you about this?
Nah.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Are you sure he nearly fell head over heels?
Thomas always listened to me. Never said I was odd, never tried to... I just want to think of him like that.
Oh, hello.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. As always, I am at anything you... Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with the need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith. A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it. They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me. The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe.
So, you're
Everything
God?
flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
Je ne sais quoi. You can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
You lost me at scientism.
Let's see, how can I explain this to someone like you? Don't be ruled by your emotions, and being strong is better than being weak.
Now that's a religion I can get behind.
Not quite how I'd put it. I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be. Yes?
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about
I
me.
run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated. I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story? And how did he do that?
Stole my body from Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Help him, turn him in.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Why not? I don't know.
Fair enough. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale.
A former
If
associate,
anyone in this colony
you were gonna
could translate
say?
that book, it would... You caught me. Listen, the OSI frowns on fraternization with philosophists. I'd like to keep my association with our scholar friends. That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I led sermons, provided guidance
Sketchy.
to the units as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught
Prison
myself
yard
to
shank?
computronic security systems.
Damn.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Got your very own ship. So where's the rooms at? Why is that sealed? I can't transfer? Sealed. Why are the cabins sealed? I thought I had my very own ship.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Oh, I need to... Let's get out of here. Leave Edgewater behind. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
A communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? Put a couple light years between me and Halligan.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want me to wear a cape?
Wrong matter of shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device that makes you look different, sound different. Briefly. The device has its limits, but it will allow you to blend in perfectly, and probably won't jeopardize your ability to have children. Will it? No, definitely not. Probably.
You know, if this makes me fertile.
Simply, The holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
I'll put it to good use.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
We'll put it to. Why do I need a gadget? Can't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Ah, how the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Fair enough.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Navigation terminal. Oh. Oh, I have to click on that. Okay. I was like, what?
Destination.
Welcome to the system map.
Reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk?
I can transfer now. So this is my locker, eh?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
She can't be that good. This place is a dump.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing this by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, I thought you said you could keep this boat in good boats.
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
You move along. Shot off shotgun. Ba 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 ba.
1 Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex
No.
installed it himself right before he died.
Damn. Tragic. Get good, kid.
Please keep the kitchen area clean and sanitary.
Okay. Oh. I can transfer shit. Heals, okay. Still. Boom. I don't know which room's mine. What doesn't kill you makes you... gives you 10. Ah. Funny. I'm gonna take your heavy ammo, don't mind if I do. Toss ball of trading cards, that's nice. It's not Petunia. First wrench Dad ever gave me. So this is her room. The fuck is you? So which one's mine? Is this my? No. Do I even have a? Where the fuck's mine? If one of those was mine, that's shit. Why do we have an?
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Fuck is this? Speak to Gladys. Retrieve the Finney mention. Oh. Projects a disguise. Oh, is this my captain's quarters? A message from Alex. Ooh. I still got 1 point. Ah, so I can transfer my shit here. But do I say I keep my junk here that I want to keep. Just one. Jeweled ring. That sounds cool. Necklace. Adelaide's watch. Baseball card. Corporate service award. Yeah, keep my junk there. I wish I could like hang it up. I mean display it. And then I'll keep my guns by the door. Easy access, you get me? Can I not stow it? Stun, plasma, bolter, assault, revolver, shot off, shock, toss ball, light machine gun, telescope, plasma cutter, assault rifle, sentry sable, trip. I don't need another stun there. Don't need another shotgun. Don't need another one of those. And then this one should be the armor. Hibernation suit, makeshift, patched, recondition. I don't need two in there. Taha. Install mod. Nothing, eh? Ooh, conditions low. And I ain't nothing to worry about. Break down. I'm loving it.
Welcome back, Captain. How?
Know anything about the automatic?
The unit is a cleaning stand. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate.
Got a minute to talk?
What part of the colony would you... Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas B. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him.
Damn.
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
Tuh.
A sensible choice, as we... what part of the... We're clear to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in trip.
Can you take care of that for us?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1 million. You are the Groundbreaker was housed.
You're more than welcome.
It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters off many of Halcyon's companies. I have filed. How can I be of... Where in Terra 2? Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and the town is near the coordinates where Captain... You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are one
Yeah, fair point.
deserve to be wiped out. Since you diverted power to Edgewater, the botanical lab shut down, and the deserters were forced to return to town. Meanwhile, the cannery's output increased, enabling the town's population to prosper.
Nice.
Thank you. I cannot say. First, I need to adjust my memory interpretation sensor. What? Where in Monarch? Ah, Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is... Its sublight run for the purpose of... You may wish to survey the resident... I have lots of... I require a captain to pipe... As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a... In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to...
Have you been...
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne... What would you like? What happened to the captain who kept pestering his ship computer? The life support was disabled.
Wow, Ada. Oh, I can have two. Nice. I'm just used to the one in Fallout. You can technically have two in New Vegas. I mean, you could. There's no technical. English. Steel. Makes sense. So where are we going first? Main quest? No. Side quest, weapons from wood. Map, where's this at? Over there. Journal. Cleaning machine. Where does this take us? Not on here. Where did this take us? What? I thought it was meant to take us here.
Captain. Hey, Captain.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltunican's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time.
So, go space yourself.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want.
Whatever. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved.
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Fair enough.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Technically, the captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be.
Never caught your name?
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, Bob.
Boss? The fuck you mean, boss?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Well, what if I say no? I don't like customs. Steve, though?
No cargo. Carry on.
Everything's steel, steel, steel. I don't. Stevedo?
It's always fucking freezing.
Stevedo.
Keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you living close to your cargo.
Stay in the public areas and we'll get along fine.
I'm guessing if I pick that, I'll get in trouble.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please.
Y'all got into those, so I'll call you God.
That's only about the third or fourth dumbest line I've heard all day. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Damn.
Seems a little high. That was barely a 3 in my humble opinion.
Hey, that's better than half. Could be worse.
Could be better, too. So, identification. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
Why did you turn down promotions?
But what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
To win this Badford's neck.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Someone named Gladys?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Their 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Are you pulling my leg?
I don't know hardly anything at
You seem
all.
to know yourself, and that's got to count for something. Not too many folks can say the same. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah.
Probably.
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters, and it seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bay.
Huh.
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit.
Nice.
Glad to help. They strip the parts from derelict ships and Sublight gives me the creeps. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a... They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks.
Ooh.
Not,
I'm
not
good
regular folks.
as a hired gun.
Yet the Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
If you're thinking to make a career, full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited.
Ah, makes sense.
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get this? Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony.
Makes
All the
sense.
interstellar freighters come through us. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters docking. They got assault cruisers, gunships...
Oh yeah, they would take you by easy.
We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces.
The board wouldn't do that.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll say.
Which way, starboard?
On your right side. Reckon you're from one of the planets. Word of advice. You see a door marked opens to vacuum? Stay clear. That's not the kind of vacuum. You know what?
Not the kind of vacuum.
Open any door you want. The mess. These.
Oh, he didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't care.
Hi there. What can Groundbreaker... Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs. Anything else They're run by Miss Hagen. I ought to warn you.
Sound like a real organized criminals.
Don't mind our captain. He's a little distractible, like. Probably just needs a nap.
Let's just...
Sir, are you fooling on me?
The captain likes to state the obvious.
Honest, he's like this.
That's gotta make long flights fun. We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, maybe if you click...
Persuade.
Alright, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar, shipped in and out with.
Oh. 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 The fuck? Steel hoop? What do you mean? Where the fuck is the security terminal? Over here?
There it is. Just yank the drive. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Yes. Here.
Monarch,
There's a
infall
domicile on
book,
Monarch
rented to
in
the same
Falmouth,
bit.
rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if...
Why aren't you telling me?
It's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in...
Okay, so what does that give us? Shackdown. Where's this at? Still doesn't show me. Still doesn't show me. Solution vial. Over there. Weapons from void. I'm guessing that means back on my ship.
Unless you're here to file an... Got a hot one for you, Cap. Dreadful, ain't it? Such blatant disregard. It's true enough that he ain't particular... Last tip we got pointed to.
I'll take the post then.
You and about 6 other enterprising... I do hope you're the lucky... I'm not here for it. We're the security force here on... The original force was made up of a Marine detachment.
Ah, that makes
Folks
sense.
started calling us...
So where's this where's this at? Okay. Catch you next time.